Hi guys, welcome back for another one. I am Mr. Free to Play. That is right, I'm a free to play player and I give free to play player advice, tips, tricks, and other things. We are back with a brand new Resource Management 101 video, and this one, guys, is focusing on the new challenge tiers. Yes, the most efficient teams for clearing Tier 14 challenges, Tier 12 if you're Catalyst of Change. So guys, if you're ready for it, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. In case this is your first time catching a Resource Management 101 video, guys, this is my rating system of how useful a character is in unlocking content and gaining you sustainable resources. This mainly focuses on game modes that unlock a legendary, useful in monthly events, clearing the highest tier challenges, useful in U7 and DD3 Essential, and I didn't put the graphic on this one, but the last one you guys see me add this is also campaign efficiency. Resource Management does not include game modes like War and Arena, as these metas constantly change, but they will get their own coverage sometime in the near future. And guys, there's going to be more information at the end of this video in the posting credits about Resource Management 101 in the upcoming future. So if you guys are curious of where the series is going or what's going to happen in this series, please stick through the post-credit scenes as I will explain there. So kicking off the challenges, we're going to start with the Gold Rush Challenge. And this challenge requires city characters only. Now, the current most efficient team for clearing this is the symbiotes. Well, four of the symbiotes. Symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage, Scream, and Venom. And then the fourth little mystery character here. This one can seem to be swapped out, but around 420k is about where you can expect to clear the highest tier of this challenge. The other thing you guys are going to notice during this video is there's going to be borders around characters, and this just means that characters that are permanent in most data that I collected, blue signifying that a character can be switched out. So that fourth character can be switched out with all these characters being reported as clearing this challenge. So Doc Ock, Jessica Jones, Anti-Venom, Ghost Rider, and Squirrel Girl can all be used as that fifth character to clear, but the power level may vary. Now it is note that reason why you guys see Jessica Jones, because this was a weird one for me. Jessica Jones as the fifth member is actually being recorded as having the lowest total collection power needed to clear. It was a little surprising to me, but that's where it is. Even Anti-Venom, the lowest recording is still higher than that number. Now, if you're someone that's just like, I just started, my lines didn't do well and Anti-Venom's milestones, didn't really get Scream, I don't have Symbiote Spider-Man. Now, it's going to take you quite some time to get up to these challenge tier levels. Tier 14 is really exclusive class, and you really need to work on your Stark tech to even be able to get there in the first place. But an alternative, no one's reported this one yet, but I do feel like this could be an alternative, is a Sinister Six alternative with Doc Ock. Now, only a few people can actually try this out, so if you're someone that watches me and has the capability to try out Doc Ock and a Sinister Six combo and see if you can clear the highest Gold Rush challenge, if so, please report it to me. When we get near the end of the video, I'll show you where you can do that. But yes, please report it to me, as I'm curious as if this is doable, because on paper, I'm thinking it is doable, but I won't know until someone tries. Next challenge, Medical Supply Run, Brawlers and Support Characters. And this is your most efficient team for clearing it at 355 total collection power. Symbiote Spider-Man, Scientist Supreme, Shuri, Minerva, and Carnage. And this is actually the same team that I used to clear it. So Scientist Supreme is not completely useless yet, as she still seems to have value in these challenges. So in all the data I collected, Symbiote, Carnage, and Minerva seem to be pretty much staples. Shuri and Scientist Supreme have been swapped out. For this alternative right here, Symbiote Spider-Man, Ebony Maw, Mr. Sinister, Minerva, and Carnage. So not much more CP needed as reported, but that seems to be an alternative to the first team I showed you. Next up, Ability Enhancement, Controllers and Protectors only. And this is a team with the lowest total collection power needed. Invisible Woman, Hela, Thanos, Emma Frost, and Magneto. Now the substitutions in this one are very complex, so I'm going to go over these and hopefully I don't lose any of you guys going over this. So the first one, we're going to try to substitute out Thanos. Now if you're going to try to substitute out Thanos, you can substitute for Yo-Yo if you have Yo-Yo build up, but you cannot use Yo-Yo if you're planning on having Invisible Woman on the team. Yo-Yo only works if Invisible Woman is removed. So if you're trying to remove her and also using Yo-Yo, you want Baron Zemo to take Invisible Woman's spot. If you're still going to rock Thanos, you want Call Obsidian. And then that fifth character, Magneto, he can be replaced by Taskmaster and Venom, but I do want to note that Venom is also using another challenge, so you can double dip here, but it seems like if you use Venom, a higher collection power is needed total to clear that challenge. Next up, training day challenge. This is cosmic characters only. Now the lowest total collection power recorded is actually a Black Order team. Corvus Clave, Call of Obsidian, Thanos, Proxima Midnight, Ebony Maw. Now there is another team to this that I personally use, which is a U7 variant team. Black Bolt, Hela, Thanos, Minerva, and Ebony Maw, and actually it's being recorded at low as 385 total collection power. So you can see it's not much more of an investment, plus we know that this is a U7 functional team, so you could get a 2-for-1 deal there on the training day challenge. Either way, I don't think you can go wrong on this challenge. Next up, the Orb Fragment Challenge. This one takes global characters only. Now, before I get into this, there is no recording of what I'm about ready to say, but it is a possibility, so if someone has done this, please report it to me. But if you're a person who has Beast and Phoenix, you can possibly 5-star this with that combo when Phoenix turns dark, and you may be able to do it with a lower collection power. I'm not sure because the number being reported on this one is already low as is, but that is an alternative that hasn't been tested or done by anybody yet currently to date. Anyways, the best, most efficient team is Magneto, Emma Frost, Mr. Sinister, Ultron, and Mystique at 291 total collection power. Now, all our data collected on this one is a kind of a complex one too, so here's the substitution. So, Magneto and Mr. Sinister can be switched out with Fury and Shuri. Now, the switching out is totally random. You could take out just Magneto and put in either Nick Fury or Shuri. You could take out just Sinister and put in Nick Fury or Shuri. Or you could take out both of them and put both of the characters. Hopefully you guys get the point. These characters are very interchangeable with each other because it seems like the data collected, there was just a lot of flip-flopping between these 4 characters. But remember, anytime you guys do substitutions, the total collection power requirement may go up. And also, we don't know the person recording it, how easy of a time they had clearing it. So it is possible that they are underreporting what it actually takes to clear without some RNG luck. I just want to mention that out there, guys, because that's always a possibility out there. And then that 5th spot, Mystique, she can replace that with Scientist Supreme, Taskmaster, or Falcon. I would probably rate them in that order. And if you're not bringing Magneto in, maybe Taskmaster's the better choice, especially if you're already bringing someone like Shuri. But that is all the different characters being reported for that 5th spot. And now there is another one I want to show you that is really low total collection power. So I do question how accurate this information is, but if someone wants to waste their resources and give it a try and tell me, it is Juggernaut, Science Supreme, Magneto, Ultron, and Vision at 261,000. This one, I did not want to give it the most efficient because, like I said, it just seems too good to be true, and I always do worry of people out there, like, they just want to be known for clearing at the lowest total collection power, so, you know, they throw something random out there that's not true. Now, I can see how this is doable, but someone's got to have a low CP, and you got to get lucky they don't get knocked out. So I'm thinking there's a little RNG involved too. But with that said, let's move on. Next up, Catalysts of Change. This is probably the hardest challenge out of all of them, and it's mainly because the characters required don't have much sustain, and it seems like the most popular character to clear it at the lowest total collection power is not available, farmable wise available currently in the game, and that is Falcon, Crystal, Electro, Black Bolt, Ultron at 414 total collection power. Now I am using different borders here for a reason, because there is an alternative to this team that's not that much more collection power difference, and so that's why I use the purple borders, because that is, if you replace Crystal and Electro with Iron Man and Ironheart, go figure, apparently this is clearable also at 431 collection power. So if you're someone who built up power armor, like really built up power armor, the chances are you probably have all 5 of these characters and can pull this off. But showing off this first example here real quick again. So outside that team, Crystal is pretty much featured in all the other combinations of characters. Electro is the one that gets switched out. Once again, if you switch out one of these characters, it could mean you need a higher collection power to clear. So 2 of the characters that can be switched out for Electro is, I almost wanted to say Thanos there, Thor and Negasonic. Alright guys, and that is the most up-to-date information when it comes to these challenges. Alright, so for anyone who likes to help me collect data on these challenges, if you're someone who's cleared a challenge with different characters shown, or you've cleared it at a lower collection power than what is being reported and possibly with a different team, if you want to reach out to me and help me update this data, you can do it on my Discord, which a link to that is down in the description down below. And over here underneath text channels, you guys can see challenges, resource management 101, and that's where you can post the team you cleared it with, and if you guys could also just give me like a screenshot that shows the team power so I have an idea of how strong the team was when you cleared it. Not only that, the members of my Discord can always go there and look information up themselves. With that said, I will post a similar screenshot like the one you guys see here with the newer challenges posted 24 hours after this video goes live, just so it gives people time to watch the video and not really get spoilers to the video. Alright guys, and that will do it for Resource Management 101, the most efficient teams for clearing the highest tier of the challenges, and this will probably be the last Resource Management video 101 until the beginning of next year, and if you guys are curious by that statement, please stay tuned to the post-scene credits as I will explain more. But if you guys enjoyed this episode and found this information useful, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here and have not done so already, hit that subscribe button, and if you do not want to miss any Resource Management 101 videos, as they are always based on facts and there is no subjectivity when it comes to it, turn on the notification bell, and with all that said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye. Alright guys, so if you're curious what's going to happen in the Resource Management 101 video, or you're just here to support me, either way, thanks for watching this through. Now the Resource Management 101 series is going to get postponed probably till early 2021, and that's mainly because the meta in the game is changing. We got new meta characters for the challenges, which are factored in my most useful and least useful characters, so things have to change. Not only has challenges changed, when I first started the series I didn't factor in things like campaigns, and now that's something I have to factor in going forward, so I need to update all the campaigns. With Doom War Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 coming out, the characters required are going to be important, so that needs to be factored in. DD4 is getting released, so the characters that are essential need to be factored in. And then U7, a lot of the characters I recorded as being useful for U7 are actually losing their usefulness and actually does not apply anymore. When I look at U7 difficulty 5 and see what the whale alliances are using to help clear that content, that's the characters that I want to tell people to build, because they're the same characters that will clear difficulty 0 through difficulty 4. So with all this stuff changing, it makes sense for me to pause this project, because there was a lot more to this project that was still to come. There was a master video that was going to tie everything together in a nice neat little bow, but it doesn't make sense for me to carry on with that as everything's changing and the information's outdated. So I'm going to let all these game modes come out. I'm going to sit back and collect data on what's meta, what's not, what's being used, what's not, and then I'm going to redo this series from scratch again. So the no regrets video, the characters that hurt your progress, and those type of videos, those will all get redone with new updated information. So in the meantime, my resource management information is still good to help people today, and I am heavily considering doing roster reviews, applying my resource management 101 information to people's rosters. Now, the people that I help are going to have to be early or mid-game players that haven't cleared all the content yet, as that's mainly what resource management is all about. So if you're an end-game player, I'm sorry, there's no point in me reviewing your roster, because my resource management 101 techniques just will not apply. So if you're someone who's maybe interested in having that done for your roster, please join my Discord, as I'm going to announce it and take people's interest there on my Discord for videos. Yes, it will be used for videos, so if you are someone who's interested, you have to be willing to let your roster be reviewed by the thousands of people that watch my channel. But with that said, guys, that's what you can expect from Resource Management 101 here in the near future and when it is going to return. And I appreciate you guys sticking through this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.